Welcome back to Digimon Christmas, everybody. Yesterday I started the 22 days of Digimon Christmas because that's how many days we have left until Christmas. I had 23 packs, now I'm down to 22. Yes. And now we have 21 days left. And I said that I'd open a pack a day, and during those packs, talk about something. Now, yesterday I said I'd probably talk today about why Digimon's so expensive and stuff, but I think that's a pretty important topic, one that a lot of people are concerned about. And I realized that while I'm pretty well, I want to say realized, but while I'm pretty well spoken in terms of my written work, when it comes to just, I don't know, talking on the fly, I tend to ramble a bit, and sometimes I might go in circles. I wouldn't say I really say things that I don't mean, but when it comes to something as important as the prices of Digimon and what people can do to possibly lower those prices and understand whatnot, I'd like to at least have a better game plan. So that might be a little bit before I end up talking about that. Well, not too long. I just have to decide like how many of these days I want to spend on it in a talking order. I'm not writing myself a speech. I don't really practice for these things. But anyway, so what should I talk about today if I'm not talking about that? I had a few ideas. It's good that I had a few ideas because this is going to go on for a while. But short and sweet. Today I think I'll talk about a sensitive topic that has nothing to do with Digimon. Why? Well, these are the 22 days of Digimon Christmas. And I know there was a time where this was a pretty heated topic. Wishing people a Merry Christmas or saying Happy Holidays. I want to keep shuffling. Now, the conversation was essentially on one side of the coin. You should wish people happy holidays because not everybody says Merry Christmas. Or not everybody celebrates Christmas. On the other side, you had a lot of people who have always said Merry Christmas who were really offended by the notion that what they're saying offended people and whatnot. Realistically, it's kind of a silly conversation. Like, if you say Merry Christmas and you mean well, you're not like super hip on the conversation about saying Happy Holidays, then you're being nice and that should be the end of it. Now, if someone pulls you aside and is like, hey, maybe you should say Happy Holidays and explains the situation to you, maybe you should be a little more open to understanding where they're coming from and just start saying Happy Holidays. But that's not necessarily all of this is about. I also wanted to say that regardless of religion or whatnot, everybody can celebrate the Digimon Christmas. Because looks like today we are going to be opening a Diaboromon pack. All these evil packs. And I forgot my scissors, so I get to see if I can actually make this notch work. I kind of hope so, because tearing at the notch is always one of the better feelings when it's not an awful feeling. I mean, the concept that you have to be Christian to celebrate Christmas is pretty awkward in the first place. I've never really... I mean, I'm a philosopher, so obviously... I should say, obviously, I've never really considered myself a diehard Christian. I don't even know if I consider myself one at all. After all, to be Christian and to be a philosopher, you have to be pretty weird. I mean, I do consider myself pretty weird, but even so, it's one of those things where you're seeking like absolute truth, and you're also discussing something that you believe can't have an absolute truth. It's not really a fun thing to do, but I mean, we have some cool Christian philosophers like Thomas Aquinas. Obviously, he's like the go-to when people are talking about Christian philosophy. You have other ones, I don't remember their names. I'm actually a pretty poor student in philosophy. It's one of those things where I generally remember the arguments, but if you say someone's name, it means nothing to me. It's like, Kant, who is that? Oh, the guy who talked about this or that, and I say this or that because I genuinely don't remember anything Kant talked about. But if you told me what he talked about, I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember that. Smashed potatoes. I love saying smashed potatoes. Contrary to how it seems, though, I actually did do well in my philosophy classes. I did get my bachelor's, but that's not saying a lot. Let's see. Digimon. Oh, wait. Let me go through these cards. I was recently talking to my friend about how, like, crappy the pulls are for this, like, not crappy as in, like, there's no value in these boxes, but, like, how you get 39 rares a box, and there's 45 rares in the box, so it's not just the super rares and secret rares that you're not getting all of. You're not getting all of the rares if you buy a box, and I'm curious if you even get all the uncommons. So Kaputimon's a common, Caesarmon's a common, Smashed Potatoes is a common, Metal Greymon's a common, Digitamon's a common, Gravity Crush is a common. I'm assuming that the uncommons are hidden at the back of the pack before the rares. And I'm really interested to see whether there's only 2 or if there's at least 3. If there's at least 3, it's not a problem because there's 50 uncommons in a box. So you'd, with 3, you'd be hitting 72 uncommons, which means that you should at least get 1 of every uncommon and then some if you buy a box. But if there's only 2, you're not even getting all of the uncommons in a box. Delphmon is a common. Petermon is an uncommon, that's 1. Tentomon is an uncommon, that's 2. And Kawagamon is an uncommon. Okay, so there are 3 uncommons in a pack. 4 would have been preferable, but at least we can know that we're probably going to get 1 of every uncommon. Not guaranteed, but still 72 uncommons out of 50 is a lot better than 48 uncommons out of 50. Still can't get all the rares, though. Then we have Togemon and Ikakumon. So, no hits this pack. Still curious if I'll see 9 or if I'll see 8 because of that one missing pack when I got the box. I also found out that this wasn't the last box in Michigan. Even though it was the last store to listed on the official site that had boxes, apparently there are stores not listed on the official site that have boxes. And there's a store not too far from me selling them for $120 a box. Some people might say that's absurd and scalping. That'll be something I definitely bring up when I talk about why everything's so expensive right now. I personally have no problem with it. I don't know if I'll buy at that price. I might because of the extreme value inside every box. I'll continue doing this regardless, though. And I also found out a store that one of my friends works at nearby actually was supposed to get pre-release product, but GTS just like delayed their shipment or something along those lines, and now they're not getting it until January, or it's canceled altogether. Sounds like a really horrible time. But the point of this stream was just that don't be off-put by the countdown to Christmas. It can be celebrated by everybody, not necessarily Christmas. Like, if you don't believe that you can celebrate Christmas or don't want to celebrate Christmas or what have you, obviously don't. But Just enjoy your time here. Enjoy the stream. We don't care that much. I know that in itself might offend some people, but that's okay. People are offended by everything.